Hey, welcome back to my channel Iraqi Dinar News Update. Today we are going to talk about the Central Bank of Iraq's, CBI, launch of a digital security platform for cash operations is a significant step in modernizing Iraq's financial infrastructure. This move is part of broader banking reforms aimed at enhancing security, efficiency, and transparency in cash handling processes. Enhanced security measures. The platform uses over 80 data points per user to improve security procedures and strengthen Iraq's banking sector's digital infrastructure. Streamlined processes. Facilitates issuance of security permits for bank staff and vehicles for smoother and more secure cash operations. Alignment with international standards. Initiative aligns with global best practices in financial security and operational efficiency. Relation to Iraqi Dinar revaluation, RV. The CBI's reforms, including the digital security platform, are linked to potential redenomination and revaluation of the Iraqi Dinar. These efforts aim to the power of 1 squared cubed. Modernize financial infrastructure. Reduce reliance on cash transactions and enhance transparency. Improve security and compliance. Align with international standards, potentially impacting the dinar's value and stability. Redenomination plans. Iraq is considering removing zeros from the dinar to simplify transactions. Current developments and plans. The CBI is working towards a cashless economy with plans to launch a central bank digital currency, CBDC. Iraq's financial policies aim to stabilize and strengthen the dinar. Breaking. Iraq's central bank launches digital security platform for cash operations. The Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, has unveiled the second edition of its security permits platform, designed to enhance the management and organization of security clearances for authorized bank personnel and their vehicles during cash withdrawal and deposit operations. This move aims to bolster the safety and efficiency of cash handling processes across the country. Key features. Enhanced security measures. The platform provides over 80 data points for each user, supporting improved security procedures and strengthening the digital infrastructure of Iraq's banking sector. Streamlined processes. It facilitates the issuance of security permits for bank staff and vehicles, ensuring smoother and more secure cash operations. Alignment with international standards. The initiative aligns with global best practices in financial security and operational efficiency. Why it matters. This development is part of Iraq's broader efforts to modernize its financial infrastructure and reduce reliance on cash transactions. By implementing such digital solutions, the CBI aims to enhance transparency, reduce the risk of financial crimes, and improve overall trust in the banking system. The Central Bank of Iraq's, CBI, aggressively pushes towards comprehensive banking reforms. These reforms are not only well documented. The gap is now less than 6%, down from much wider spreads in 2023 to 2024, when parallel market rates were often over 1,500 to 1,600. Saleh outlined 5 policy drivers for the narrowing gap. Ban on dollar use in domestic transactions, e.g., real estate, breaks dollarization habit. Shift to international correspondent banks for FX transfers. Ends CBI auction window dependency. Small importer participation in official channels brings 60% plus of trade into official rate zone. Expansion of electronic payment cards in USD lowers pressure on physical cash USD demand. Government-run cooperatives selling at official rate aligns monetary, fiscal, and trade policies. Why this matters for RV talk. Historically, countries considering currency reforms, whether that's revaluation, redenomination, or crawling peg adjustments, first work to eliminate multiple exchange rates. You can't credibly adjust the value of your currency if 2 parallel rates exist and differ widely. Iraq is now almost at that convergence point, which removes a key distortion. 2. IMF 2025 Article 4. Absorbing excess liquidity. The IMF's 2025 Consultation introduces a heavier emphasis on liquidity, sterilization and monetary policy transmission. Liquidity sterilization equals the CBI, removing excess dinar from circulation to neutralize inflationary pressure or FX. Volatility, often by selling government securities, raising reserve requirements, conducting reverse repos. The problem in Iraq. 80% of physical IQD is outside the banking system. This is the dead liquidity you mentioned. This cash is sitting in homes, safes, and informal cash-based businesses, outside the CBI's reach, immune to interest rate adjustments or traditional sterilization tools, when cash is outside the formal banking system. Monetary policy transmission fails. The CBI can change rates or liquidity ratios, but it has no direct effect on that stockpile. FX stability is undermined when people hoard IQD. Sudden re-entry into circulation can cause inflation or speculative FX runs. 3. Why dead liquidity is a direct block to revaluation. If the CBI were to revalue the dinar significantly without first absorbing that massive hoard, following of this RV is geared around the efforts of the CBI, is making towards the overall plan to get to the reinstatement. As I have said in the past, there is a plan, but it has been an uphill battle. However, under the direction of Ali al-Alak, the CBI is following the basic steps to get there. I know there is lots of noise in between each step, but we are moving ahead aggressively since January 2023. Let this work by these financial experts such as company. Oliver Wyman in Iraq helped the CBI. At times like this, we must also get on our knees and pray daily for the Iraqi people and the wealth and prosperity this will bring them. Remember that this is not about us investors and what we will ultimately get, but is a byproduct of all the hard work of the CBI. This strategic moves and the buy-in to the plan by the GOI under al-Sudani. 1. They just told us the parallel market is now under control. 2. They told us in the past when this occurs, they can then move towards the project to delete the zeros, the next phase in the currency reform process. 3. In today's news, we find significant evidence that Iraq is now in a situation that they could and are now moving aggressively towards implementing the redenomination from the 3-0 notes to the newer lower denominations, the project to delete the zeros. They need to get these large hordes of cash, 80% of the currency, inside the banking system. 4. My CBI contact confirmed to me yesterday in my call to Iraq that the content of the recent article titled, Breaking, Iraq Central Bank Launches, Digital Security, Platform for Cash Operations, is a key component of this project. She also said they need to do the project very soon to get all this hoarded cash into the banking system, which is needed for the development road project effort and other loans. She also told me that she is back on the committee to roll out the next step of the project, maybe sometime in September or October. She sounded confident of what she told me. I asked about the August 31st deadline in the Today's article for these smaller private banks to adhere to the banking recent reform requirements set by the CBI. I showed you the article. She told me that this was not a hard deadline placed by the company, Oliver Wyman, which was hired and tasked with guiding Iraqi banks to align with stringent international standards. I had to ask what would happen to these banks after the deadline, if not fully complied by then. She told me if they could meet the requirements by the end of the year, they could be waived, if they could show proof and effort.